Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our final winter edition of the B Graders, because we're going to go on holiday after this one. We won't be back until summertime, but we're at Sweet Remedy.
We are, it's raining. I'm getting spat on.
We're getting spat. Well, that's not rain. Anyway, it's a little bit cold. Perth weather has not been the best, has it?
I've got a jacket on.
I've got a jacket. I've got a zip up top. I quite like it.
Yeah, we need a break. I'm going away for a few weeks. Matt's got work
Stacks
commitments.
on.
Work commitments.
Stacks on.
And there's not really that much to talk about other than a few things locally. Obviously, we had the tour, Matt.
What should we talk about locally?
Well, we'll talk about that in a minute.
What's happening locally?
Geraint Thomas won the tour. It was a good result.
Well done to the Welshman. That's the best result.
He's been offered a contract at what was BMC, now is CCC, whatever they are, orange kit, probably for drug money. And the way that it is at Sky, he should take it, because he's never going to get a payday like this.
I reckon take the pay. You've won the race, you've been twice Olympic champion, you've been world champion. You go there, you might be able to win Paris-Roubaix or Tour of Flanders, which I reckon should be on the next list. Forget the Tour de France.
But you know what he'll do? He'll stay at Sky. But that's what will probably happen.
He might stay at Sky, you never know.
Alaphilippe was the best rider in the Tour from my point of view.
Very
just
exciting.
Attacked every day, won the mountains jersey.
Yep.
He's not a climber,
He's
per
the new
se.
Richard Virenque.
He's the new Laurent Jalabert.
No.
Not a climber, but wins the mountains jersey.
He's the Housewives.
He's the Housewives hero.
And of course he backed it up and won San Sebastian.
And some terrible crashes in San Sebastian,
Yeah, Bernal hurt himself. That wasn't very good, but he's all right.
As did Lander, fractured a vertebrae.
Yes, vertebrae. Where does that come from? Everyone's fracturing vertebrae now when they
Chalky bones, mate. Chalky bones. And of course,
bones,
Sagan won his 6th, I think.
He's won his 6th green jersey, only just though, because he overcooked it. Had a bad crash on one of the descents, but now he's lining up for the European Championships in Glasgow. And guess what?
What a great city for bike riding Glasgow is.
So
you'd pick that as a city to cycle in, wouldn't you?
And yeah, you would. But he knows he's going to lose his rainbow jersey. Perhaps next year he'll be riding around in the white shorts and white top of European champion, if he gets it right in the next couple of days.
Well, it'll either be that, or it'll be the Slovakian
champion.
National champion. He's got a few choices.
He doesn't like the sponsors kit.
No, he hates it.
He hates the sponsors kit.
Absolutely hates it. Caleb Ewan going to Lotto.
Worst kept secret in cycling since before July. Caleb Ewan is going to be the new Andre Greipel.
And Andre Greipel is going to a Fortunato,
somebody that doesn't get a start in anything major.
Except for the Tour de France.
Yeah, he's not coming to the Tour Down Under. Never mind, ladies. Andre won't be there.
But Caleb will be there in a Lotto jersey.
Yeah.
And
it finishes up a hill, so who cares?
Number of other moves in the peloton, not too many that we know of. Obviously, Richie going to Trek, and more to come on that. And we'll probably have a
Richie goes to Trek, and they've moved the Wollonga stage to the very last day of the Tour Down Under.
I've got a question for you, Matt.
Okay.
So the big day, the hardest day of one of the hardest days of the tour, it's the last day. It's on the Sunday.
Yep.
All the best riders are expected to go to the Legends dinner on the Saturday night.
Yep.
Might be a bit tough.
I don't know. Will they hold the Legends dinner on a Saturday night?
It's been booked. It's on. I've got an email saying, "Are you coming?" It's $280 a ticket. It's on the Saturday night.
I'm not going.
Oh, I'm not either.
I'll be in New Zealand that week at the UCI World Cup.
I booked my tickets to go to Adelaide, and I booked to come home on the Sunday because I didn't want to watch a city crit.
Well, that's the thing. Very smart by the organisers, and very smart by tourism. They've worked out a way to get everybody to stay another night.
Well, not me. I'm still coming home.
The problem they've made here is everyone who goes to Adelaide each year, as soon as they get a sniff of the date, books their flights, books their hotel. So no one's going to be there this year.
I reckon there'll still be people, but it's just it may not be quite the numbers on the hill that you normally see. Other than that, not much to talk about. Internationally, locally, hallelujah, Matthew, hallelujah. We have the York Cycling Festival come up, and the waters have parted. Someone's walked on water. A miracle has occurred. West Coast Master Cycling Club, the AVCC, has done a deal with Cycling WA, or whatever they're called these days, I can never remember, and their members are going to be able to ride together with Cycling Australia members in that event at no extra cost to them. I mean, I'm dumbfounded. I never thought this day would happen.
Well, the big problem has always been West Coast Masters cyclists are smarter than your average cyclist.
We are.
You know, there's no two ways about it.
Well, we're older, a bit more experienced.
And they buy the licence, if you're over 35 years of age as a bloke, over 30 years of age if you're a lady, You go and race West Coast Masters because there's so much more racing. It's a lot more relaxed, it's a lot more enjoyable.
40 weeks plus of racing with West Coast Masters.
So there's no real reason for them to join Cycle Sport WA because the racing, there's not as much racing.
There's not.
So well done to Cycle Sport WA, getting it together finally and coming up with an idea to help out their numbers and get West Coast Masters involved. And they've done that by including
a
three-day licence for the Australian Cycling Federation, or Cycling Australia as we now call it, as part of their entry. And, you know, if that's what it takes to get everyone to come together and slowly move, like, this is the starting point. I see it as the starting point. Somebody had to bite the bullet and say, well, these guys have got numbers, we need those numbers at our Cycle Sport WA events. What do we have to do to get it to happen? Now it's going to happen. It may now grow from there.
It might be 2 events next year, it might be 4 the year after, who knows, but it's a step in the right direction. And it's great for York, who support this event. I did it last year.
York are going berserk.
It's a fantastic event. They put money behind it. You get the city centre crit, which is really good. Yep. And they're just going to have maybe 50% more numbers this year.
And York are also holding a CX race that goes down the main street of the town in a couple of weeks' time. So, you know, York CX, I don't know about a couple of weeks' time. It is coming up though, but it's not on the same day as the York one. Don't get confused. Hey, speaking of West Coast Masters, Club Championship weekend this weekend out Mount Helena. And here's a reason to join the West Coast Masters, all you people over 35 or ladies over 30.
It's free.
It's free entry for your title. The title's free entry. Rock up on the day and race your title. It's fantastic. Not
well
forward,
done,
I don't know what it is.
Wayne and Mel and all those involved.
Mel, Bob, Merv,
and thanks Bob for the spare wheel on the weekend when I punctured in the race. It was fantastic.
Did you race again?
I did.
I'm not on the ball here. I don't know anything.
I tell you what, punctured twice on the way out and once during the race. It was a fantastic day. Now coming up also this weekend, there's a time trial at Champion Lakes.
Are you doing the time trial, Adam?
I am, mate.
As am I. I will see the big fella there. We have Collie Donnybrook in 2 weeks' time, which is the best and oldest classic in Australia, in WA. Kings Park's done, no more, finished.
Write a letter.
Write a letter to Kings Park.
Do you want to do the early birds time trial is what Adam is referring to? Do you want to do the early birds time trial? Because at the moment, Kings Park have said, no, we're not doing the road closure.
But they're saying that to everyone, any event in there is done.
Exactly. But now people are starting to liven up and starting to ask Kings Park, please change your mind.
Yeah, so obviously, do that. I fully support that action. As I said, Collie Donnybrook coming up, 2 days of racing in 2 weeks' time. Saturday, Collie Donnybrook, crit on the Sunday.
Good to get time at Collie Donnybrook.
You do. I'm hoping to get limit.
You won't get limit. Hey, we had a Tour de France competition. We did a little post last week because we didn't do a show. Nick Cowie, the man who takes all of our photos, was the winner of our Tour de France competition. There's a signed photograph of a very special West Australian cyclist coming to you, Nick.
That's me. I've signed the photo. I'm going to give it to you, Nick.
It's not Matt Tognini. And our Lanterne Rouge was Clint Hort, also from the Peel Cycling Club region. There's a red flashing tail light. It might be brand new. It might not be brand new. That's coming your way as well, Clint. And well done to young Callum Milne, who was the tour leader for a while. He ended up running third.
He did a bit of a Yates at the Giro, didn't he? He was racing aggressively, then blew his stack with a few days to go.
Only good thing is Callum Milne's going well in the racing in real life. So keep
and
that
he'll
up,
be
mate.
there. Forgot to mention there's Peel this weekend on the Saturday. I think it's the Saturday at the Motorplex, and it runs all day.
You got to run all day, won't you? Take a bike.
Well, we're not all Chris Froome, mate.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, that's us for a
now.
little while. We'll be back probably at the start of October.
Or we might not be.
matt1@ionet.net.au. Feedback if you like. Today was episode 63. We're going to get to 100 at some point, but life gets in the way, and we need a bit of a break. Send us your feedback. Stop us in the street. Matt will sign autographs for you. I'll just put my sunglasses on and walk past.
Remember, in WA, don't do drugs and don't punch people in the face.
Unless they deserve it. Thank you very much.
See ya.